if you don't know how to sell, you can learn. If you know how to sell, great. It's already a great step ahead of selling personal training, because there is a technicality when selling personal training. First thing I need to tell you, I like to start with not a bomb, but something that I think is really real. You're probably here to do something that you like or that you love more than maybe what you do at the moment. You at least here because you like a lot of fitness, right? But keep in mind, you're gonna make it work if you do the things that you don't like, right? So you're gonna succeed in life, whatever the definition of success is for you, when you start doing things that you don't like, right? Not doing things that you like, because if I was going to do things that I like only, I would be sitting at the beach doing nothing. That's what I love, right? Now, you gotta go do things that you don't like, that takes you totally out of the comfort zone, okay? So, otherwise, you're not gonna make it. Now, how do you make it into personal, like do you sell this? Like, there is a few concepts that you need. First of all, I put a frame, okay? Selling is a funnel, okay? Can you see that the consult or the consultation is not in the beginning of the funnel? It's actually sort of halfway through the funnel. Okay, so it is a process. In the end, you want the sale. Now, do you remember the numbers I gave in the beginning? 70% of the graduates don't make it to the industry. Why? They want to go there straight away. They want to look for the sale. Man, the sale is something that doesn't come at all if you don't do the hard yards. Okay, it's just not going to come. But my friend sold a couple of PT sessions and he didn't have to do the hard yards. With the hard yards, you may have a couple of clients. You're not going to make it happen. You're not going to make a career out of this. Okay? In fact, whoever sells without the hard yards, they're not selling. They are processing a request. Okay? So selling is different than processing a request. I can come to Kim today and say, Kim, I want to train with you, how much it is, let's sign up, boom. She's processing my request, great. Now it's different than I go, Kim, should I train with you? And then she starts a conversation with me, showing what's the benefits of training with her. And down the track, she actually convinces me that training with her is the best solution for me. Okay? Now, before the consultation, where consultation should be happening?
That's a third step.
Yeah, absolutely. But not only on the step, as in location, like physical location. When you're not talking to someone about something, what kind of place do you want to have? Especially if you think of a gym environment. To be more specific, are you talking to people inside the gym floor, like in the middle of the gym floor where everybody's training?
Outside the gym.
Outside of the gym can be, but primarily in a place where the person can listen to you, can listen to the person, can have a conversation, and it's quiet. Okay? Consultation office would be perfect. Outside of the gym in a cafe, perfect. Nowadays, many small box gyms or 24/7 gyms, they don't have office or for PTs. Take to the cafe next door. Okay? Something along those lines. So you need to attract people out of the crowd to be able to sit down and talk to them. Okay, so that's one of the concepts. Now, how do you attract people to this?
You go out and find them.
You have to definitely go and chase them because they're not coming to you. Now, you can go to a gym where they provide leads. Great if they do. You are not expecting that. Well, guys, to begin with, I'm bringing the gym scenario because it's easier. Okay, could be someone that doesn't work or doesn't want to work in a gym, want to work somewhere else. That is, I can ramificate this scenario. I can tell you other ways of doing the same thing. But I'm taking the gym scenario today just because it's easier to make an analogy. Okay, to make the examples. Someone wants to, you are the new PT in town, you can have leads and you call the leads and bring them in. That's another technicality, that's another skill you need to learn, how to convince people to come in. One example, if you have the lead, okay, if you have the lead, Sarah, Sarah, Beck, sorry, just because I came here. Hey Beck, how are you today, all good?
Yeah.
Would you like to come for a free PT session with me to the gym?
Yeah, sounds good.
Great, she said yes. How if she says no? Now, the point is, the way I communicate is too direct. Okay? Now, how about something like this? Hi, Sarah, how are you going today?
Good day.
Sorry. Yeah, there you go. There you go.
You already got
That's how I'm gonna learn. That's how I'm gonna learn. Hey, Sarah, how are you going today?
Good day.
Awesome. I noticed that you just joined the gym. I wanted to invite you to come here with me at some point that you can, just to do some skin folds and find out your body fat percentage. How about that? Well, maybe she goes, maybe she isn't, but the fact is I'm giving her something. Okay, I'm giving her something. Well, she goes like, oh yeah, that sounds good. If it doesn't sound good, you find out what she wants. Look, why are you looking in the gym? Are you liking? Are you not liking? Are you coming? Are you not coming? Can I make a time for you to come here? I mean, I have a time. Then you don't ask her if she can come or not. You give, I can make with you at 7 or 8 p.m. Is that any of those times suits you? If it doesn't suit you, go with the other one. I have it 9 a.m. I have Sunday afternoon, whatever. Make a time. But this is already trying to get people in here. If you have got leads. Now, let's pretend you don't have leads. Okay? Because that's the scenario you want to create. You want to create the scenario where you find somewhere to work where they don't help you at all. Because you're not expecting any help. How can you attract people to come see you? Do this.
Yes.
You tell me.
Instagram.
Yes, your friends. You go out.
You can start consulting with friends, by the way, guys.
Yeah.
Consult with friends, okay?
And through friends, the friends spread the word. Obviously give out business cards, internet. I go out in shopping centers and I ask people.
The more people you meet, the more likely you are to find people to consult.
Yeah.
Other ideas?
If you're working in a gym and you're new, then you need to be proactive and find out who the new members are, who the existing members are, and all that kind of thing, and then phone them, but don't ask yes or no questions. Always ask open-ended
You want to
questions.
have the conversation.
And always start with the, you know, hi, I'm whoever, I'm just down here, I just wanted to check in, how are you finding the gym? Get them into a conversation, because if you can spend 3 minutes actually talking to them, wanting to know how their experience is, you know, any issues, blah, 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 are you training today, what time do you admit? And then you can say, look, I'm actually here that time. It'd be really nice to meet
Can we
you,
come and have a
blah, blah,
chat?
blah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's that
And keep in mind, guys, you have a protocol to close the sale on that phone call. If that doesn't work, it doesn't matter, because you're calling another 150 people after that person, and every person will be moving onto the scale of selling. Okay? So this person, yes, I talked to Kim. Kim is on level consultation. With Nicole, I did a consultation she's thinking about. With Rebecca, Rebecca is actually coming to my free session and she's basically closed. With Adam already signed up 3 times a week, happy days, don't have to even call him anymore. That's when you should provide a service. But the thing is, okay, we are talking to people, bringing people to the consultation, so then you can, other ideas, out of nothing. Like I have taken the sales role out of the manager, say, look man, can I sell to everybody who walks in? I mean, I don't have any clients. Can I sit here with you and everybody walks in, I show the gym, I do the entire process of paperwork, and while I talk to the person and I book them in straight away to a consultation? Because while I am welcoming the person walking through the gym and I'm taking them around the gym, I'm talking to them, creating rapport, so at the end when they sign up to the gym, I say, now let's go through our free consultation. Sometimes takes me 45 minutes of free work. Or 2 hours, 2 days, 2 weeks, 2 years. Right? God knows when I'm going to close that person. Fact is, they are never going to get out of my prospecting list. You all are my prospect.
Until they say, no, I'm not interested.
And when they say that no, they are not interested, I say you're not interested at this point in time. Maybe tomorrow you are, maybe next week you are, maybe next year you are. You know, make everything possible, right? Make everything possible. Well, many other ways to attract people to the consultation, okay? Skin folds, nutritional advice, all free stuff that you go and tell people. How many times I had my clipboard with a list full of names, maybe all fake, who cares, but people want to be the 10th on the list, not the first. So you go, Nicole, I'm doing this Nutritional advice is consultation. This on Saturday. Do you come every Saturday? That I know. Is 9 a.m. a good time for you? I'm not coming this Saturday. No problem. Monday I'm doing as well. If you can't do Monday, I mean, when can you do? I can't do any time this week. No problem. Next week, next Monday, 10 a.m. I can do. Can you do it? And then you go. And then you go. If she doesn't want to do, no problem. Go to the next one. Kim, can I do a nutritional consultation with you? She wants to, no problem. If she wants to do, book it in. She doesn't want to do, go to the next one. Sarah, do you want to do? Yes, she wants to do, book it in. Back. Yeah. She wants to do, great. She doesn't want to do, well, move on. Guys, doesn't matter what that person is telling me. I'm moving on and asking more people anyway.
You can have like 10 no's, but then you'll always have a yes. Even if
I'm looking
no's,
for the yes.
Yeah, so you keep going. Don't give up after the third.
And the process never ends. When I finish with Stephanie up there, I'm going back to Nicole. Have you asked you already, Nicole? But now I want to offer the skin fold. Right? Just let you know. And so on. Or then ideally you would go find new people, etc., etc., etc. But you are insisting, not in a boring way, in a way that you want to communicate to as many people as possible. When I started as a PT, guys, I crushed some numbers. When I found out that in my week, I talked to 100 people, right? I was actually having the ability to consult 15, which I closed 5.
That's so good.
Simple math. That was, I wasn't as a beginner as a PT. That was when I came to Australia, 2014. I was a PT already, had left back home, came back, and I'm gonna restart. So then that's easy, man. If I want 50 clients, I have to 10x this number. There you go. Let's talk to 1,000 people. Now, how can you talk to 1,000 people? Guys, give me 5 ways to talk to 1,000 people a week. Phone. Texting. Email. Facebook Live. Shopping center. I start going to different hairdressers sometimes in the same month. Just because there was people, right?
You talk to everyone.
And that's it. You never know who wants to sign up. And then the person you think, this person is going to be my client. Never sign up. The person who walks into the gym and says, this person never trained with me is asking for sessions down the track. Cool. That's to attract people to the consultation, right? I'm just talking, attracting people for a consultation. Now we are on the consultation. And on the consultation, despite all the technicalities of the consultation, going through previous exercise history, injuries, and all that, it's all extremely important. Even the nutritional part that you're going to go through today. Now, you're looking for one thing, one single thing, what it is. A problem. In one word, from here, so I memorize different things. Annabelle. If I was going to ask you what's the single problem fitness you have at the moment, what would that be? Tell me, like, are you happy with the consistency you have? Are you happy with the body fat percentage you have? Are you happy with the level of muscle you have? Are you happy with the level of strength? Are you happy with the performance? So I gave her 5. I could choose one. So she already gave me 5 problems. That's fine. She's unsure about what her problem is. My job is trying to help her to find what the problem is. Nicole, what's your problem now?
Losing fat.
Losing body fat. There you go. Koi, what's your problem?
I don't get enough time in the gym.
There you go. You don't get enough time in the gym. You know, with training with me, you don't need enough time. The time you are with me is enough for you, whatever is the case. Adam, what's your number one problem?
I should try and put on muscle.
Put on muscle. Guys, everybody have one. You are looking for them. Sit down with you. That's your mission. What's the problem this person has? Then, this is goal. The problem, right? You're looking for the problem. Then, after you find the problem, what's the next step? You are the solution. Right? I want to lose body fat. I can help you. In fact, I have done so many times with people like you that I can guarantee that you will lose body fat with me. I mean, there is no how you can't lose body fat if I train you. I mean, I don't see any other way. You will lose with me. I mean, I never worked with someone like you that put in the effort, that it gets committed, that won't lose body fat. This is the level of commitment you want to have. You are committing to the person, making the person commit to the plan, okay? You are the solution, and then here you need to convince the person that you are the solution, okay? You're going to tell every benefit of your training. You're going to explain why those benefits will help solve the problem of the person. Well, I don't really like doing cardio. You don't need to do cardio to lose body fat. Don't you know that? I actually love doing cardio, but I don't like doing weights and I want to put on muscle. You know, like you can do cardio type programs and you still can put on muscle. It's called circuit training. Okay? It's still possible. And so on. Okay? So everything's possible. You don't move from one to the other, guys. Once you are finding the problem, you stay on the problem. Once you are explaining the solution, you just move on. Once you are convinced that that person understands what solution you can give them. From that, what's the next step? You are one step ahead from close.
You give them options, price options, right?
Then you're getting master objections.
Oh, yeah, overcoming objections, sorry.
I put master objection, you would be overcome objection. You wanna, guys, I have this book called Objections. And I write every single objection that someone has ever gave me as a client, a prospect. It turns out that it's all the same. And when I put the objections there, I start to study human behavior so I could see what I could say on top of that that would turn those objections. Guys, it's not easy. It's not that hard either. You just have to do. Okay? So, for example, I have to ask my wife, well, would your wife be happy if you lose body fat? Yeah, she would. Sign here, PT times a week. Like, what do you have to think about? You know? I mean, guys, it's so like the objections are like they are. If you learn what they are, if you know the profile of the person, if you master the sales process, you get the ability of predict. You predict the future. Yes, you get the ability to predict it. You predict like when I know the problem, I'm like, well, I already know what this person's gonna tell me as an objection. Right?
And the consultation, obviously, when you're going through their needs and everything, you have to know them, obviously, if they have a wife and everything. So when they give you the objection, oh, I need to talk to my wife, oh, she support you in your health and fitness goals, yes. There you go, you overcome that objection.
Because
what do you do for work? I'm an engineer. You already know that they have money. You know, it's like.
You don't only have money, guys. You don't only have money. I have, at the moment, I have 2 clients. They are doctors. It's not because they are doctors. It's because they understand the importance of someone coaching them on what to do.
Yep.
Doctors are highly trained people. Means they understand that someone needs to train them so they are able to apply. Okay? So it's not about the money. Like I had people with a lot of money that didn't sign up with me. I had people with no money getting loans to train with me. One time actually, don't you say that everybody do that. Be honest here. Once I had a guy doing that. Was a guy that I helped on a fat loss journey, amazing fat loss journey. He put on the fat again, went back to the same stage, not as bad, to the same situation, training with me. But again, like, you know, once you master this process, you understand like what kind of person you have in front of you. If you have someone that is really has given up on everything in life every time, you might don't want to have the person as a client. Look, this person's gonna start training with me in the 2nd month it's gonna give up. Because getting results requires commitment. Okay? Once you have mastered the objections, comes the closing part. Okay? Comes the closing part. You close the sale. So here is where you decide what package works better or how you can. But by the way, which part of this would you present your price?
After the solution, before the objection.
I would say anywhere around here. Anywhere around here. Normally objections will come after the price anyway.
Yeah.
And there is technique for everything, guys. I tell you what. If you're presenting a price, okay? your price is whatever. So normally every PT, not saying that you have to do normally what people do. In fact, you should do what people don't do. Say you want to present your price. You have 3 price points. I have 100, I have 80, and I have $70 an hour, whatever it is, right? There's 2 different techniques can work here. When you're presenting the price that's $100, 80 and 70, you can go look, Rebecca. So Rebecca, those are my prices, right? I think for you, my 60-minute session is not worth. I mean, I don't need 60 minutes to train you. Let's say 60, 45, and 30. To be honest, I think 30 minutes is not ideal either, because on my 45-minute session include stretching, we can do supersets at the end or whatever the case might be. So I think here is where it should begin. Guys, I want to sell the $80 since the problem, right? But I'm presenting this first price point here and the second one. At the time I cut it off the highest price point, she goes like, oh, he doesn't want to rip me off. Straight away, right? And from here to here, can you see the difference? It's $10 as opposed to $20. Who would pay 70? I mean, $10 more, you get 15 minutes more plus stretches. Technique. It can go the other way around as well. You can cut the 70 first, and it can go upsell. All right? So we go like, look, I have 30 minutes, 45, and 1 hour. Okay? I don't think the 70 minutes is for you because really it's 30 minutes. Very few people do that. In fact, I need people to qualify to train with me for 30 minutes. I can't get a very beginner to do that. Right? Now, from 80 minutes to 1 hour, here's 45 minutes, you can do a lot of stuff, but here I can include full stretch and even massage after each session. Not a full body massage, 1 hour massage, but I can have the massage gun. Have you seen the massage gun? I haven't seen the massage gun. Let me show you the massage gun. In fact, relax, I'm going to show you the part of the sales process. You show a little bit of the product. Here we go. You can upsell, you can drop sell, you can whatever you want. Right? So techniques of showing one part of this process here. Maybe before mastering objections, within master objections, etc., etc. So it is a process, guys. You need to know where you are at. Once you drop, can you see where did it start? It started you going out talking to people that you have never seen. Where? I don't know. Figure it out. If I'm working this gym here, there is at least across the whole road here, not across the road, but on the side, as soon as you get out, on the right-hand side, there's at least 8 businesses in there. To begin with, across the road, there's another, I mean, this is just businesses around. You know, I would knock everybody's door until I get the number of clients that I want.
Ask the members for friends.
Friends of friends, and that's like the hardest yards is in the beginning. After the hard yards, you have these beautiful things called referral. So one brings the other. Plus, you get the first couple sales, you get momentum. You go like, man, you know what? I'm gonna sell to everybody. Mom, do you wanna buy PT sessions? Right? Because you just get motivated. You get motivated. So close the sale, sign the contract, you start that day, bang, time to deliver results. Time to commit 110% to whoever trusts. Because what I'm teaching you here is not to rip off and take money out of people. It's actually people don't do what's good for them unless you push. How many of you were thinking about doing this course? For how long?
For 2 years.
About a year.
Year 2.
Oh, yes. Someone has to tell you, isn't it? Someone sat down with you and go, Koi, this is your time, man.
No,
I mean,
I rang them.
there you go. There you go. There you go. Even easier. So you didn't need a salesperson. You need someone to request.
Yeah.
Right? But again, you know, right person, right time. Make someone try to sell a course like this.
Do you know
8 years
you know
ago.
what was good though is that because I'm part of the ICN Federation, that there was the discount on it.
There you go. You didn't even know.
And then when I called up, they put me through to Shane, and then he was telling me that he goes, "I'll hold on to this discount for you to a certain time." So you get that till like, was it June, and then you've got a cut off, and then so obviously I was like, "Well, fuck, I'm gonna this money, like, or I've got to book it. Other
And
time.
get over the
So
line.
I did. I booked it, and then he was pretty cool. He said, "Oh, I'll let you have a little bit extra time to pay it if you want, but you can still have it at that price."
Yeah, there you go. Great sales
I,
process.
uh,
I mean, get in, man, get in, commit, all in.
I used to work at Good Life and I was like, oh, I really want to be PT, I'll smash this. And then like, he was like behind me for a long time, Shane. And then when he found out that I was working at Roar, and then he saw me, he was like,
How come you're not here with us?
right now?
There
I was
you
like,
go.
Fine.
Commitment. So Shane
Yeah.
knew you wasn't on his list of calling, isn't it?
No.
But he remembered maybe the conversation he had with you a while back and goes, this girl, as I say, you didn't do it at that time. Because you said you are not interested, isn't it?
No.
You said to someone you are not
In the
interested, but all of a
future.
sudden she became interested.
In the future, yeah.
Right.
So not now, maybe in the future, and then yeah.
Yeah, so she just became interested
Yeah.
somehow, for some reason.
It is.
Now, as I say, guys, you guys, I mean, the reason why you really want to put this process through is not to get people's money. Well, it is, but it's because it can guarantee that will help. Man, you're gonna be the champion of ICN if you train with me. Guarantee, I mean, guarantee. I have no questions about it. If you do have, if you still have, well, give me 3 weeks of training, you won't have. Right? And then go with passion. First thing, you believe on what you're selling. I believe on my program. I believe on my training. I believe that you and I together can come up with the best plan possible for you, and you can win this thing. How much would you pay for winning? That's another one. Someone comes to me and they wanna, it's not actually my niche, but I have got that before. Wanna compete, bikini or whatever. How much would you pay? Imagine yourself now on the stage and you won. You actually won. Like above, oh, you are better than everybody else. Feel the feeling of winning. How much did you pay for it? And they go, anything. And then you go, sign it. Contract. 3 times a week. We're gonna win together. There you go. So guys, why I'm telling you this? We are learning bits of pieces of this today. But you want to understand why you're learning and what part of the of the process the consultation goes in. Why people don't make it to this industry? What can you see? The
So I
sales
skip the steps.
I even forgot that was after the close, yeah, the money coming in, happy days. But yes, you're not ripping people off. You're just pushing them towards something better. Okay, as I just explained, how many of you were thinking about coming here? Some of you in the first couple of days, you go like, man, I should have been here for 2 years ago. 2 years ago, right? Because you just felt it. But took someone like Victor to sell a program to you, and you'll be forever thankful for that sales process, right? Some people call sales process. I call life-changing process, right? Because you just clearly need to make people understand. Now, if people sit with you and don't have any problem, well, if they don't have any problem, chances are that we are not from one another at this point. You're happy with your training? Let me see if I can do your body fat percentage that I promised. In 6 weeks' time, I'll call you back, we'll do it again, and maybe 6 weeks' time, we will, right? And you keep going. Follow up the ones you didn't. A lot of people, they follow this process beautifully. Comes down, didn't get the same. You're not gonna sell to everyone. But some people go through a complimentary session, giving them great sessions. They forgot to call 2 weeks later, or even a day later. Look, how did you feel? I mean, did you feel good? Would you consider another one? Would you consider having this service on a regular basis? Great, if you consider, I have some ideas. Let's sit down and work together. Sometimes the sales process takes more than a couple of hours, guys. An hour, half an hour. Some prospects are on my sales process for 4 years, right? And one day I'm gonna sell. I didn't give up on them. They're still on my list, still contact them. Sometimes they don't reply to my text messages, no problem, send them an email. I keep contacting. One day you get a text back. Just got a text back 2 days ago from an ex-client. Victor, I'm back at Frio, I'm ready to restart. Lost my time for 2.5 years, went away for 2 years, lived in the city, couldn't come to me. Now he's back. There we go. First person that he thought about, myself. I am there. Part of the furniture in my gym, if you want to
I was in sales for about 7 years in recruitment, and I think the biggest thing we had, we established some common ground. in regards to your, establishing, and it wouldn't even have to be about the training. I think it's about building that rapport again, and then being memorable. And it might take 3 or 4 years.
That's what I say, guys. It's not because you didn't sell the first time you meet the person. Great if you did, but it's not because you didn't do that you eliminate the person. Through this, there is a lot of rapport being built. There's a lot of stories being shared. There's a lot of you're not robotic. Tell me what's your problem. Okay, I am your solution. No, we are explaining things. Chances are that I'm a PT in town, Koi is the other PT, and the person sits down with me. I do the sales process perfectly. Koi does the same thing, and Koi gets the prize because they related to Koi a little bit better. That's why I think you guys should have niches of people that you relate better.
We used to just establish what they liked, and a lot of time we used to study that. Would it be sports? Would it be things? They were all that way. And
Exactly.
It seems to be psychologically, the memory is.
You should do something that the person is going to remember you, like you keep on the mind of the person, and stay on the person's mind thereafter. As in, keep doing something, keep sending reminders, keep your email there. Why do you think email lists are there? Why do you think check-ins are there? Why do you think follow-ups are there? Right? So it's all part of the same process. It's just a different, because this continues from the person you sold and from the one you didn't. This thing goes up there, as in prospects. Okay, you got Facebook ads, you got Instagram ads, you got a world of things to do to go after this and scale if you want. But have 50 clients, why don't you have 500? I mean, what stops you? Is there a PT out there with 500 clients?
Yes.
So it's possible, right? Any questions or any other consideration from a past experience from you or from something that you want to add in here?
What's the average length of time people stay training though? Like,
Great
people do
question.
a month,
Probably
a week,
first
or-
time I get this question, but great question. It's not a time that I'm going to give you, right? But with me, that's just with me, what I normally tell people, we say, and I put that on my sales pitch, it's like a course. In 1 year, you're sort of graduated. You could go by yourself knowledge-wise. Probably wrong saying that because knowledge never ends. The more knowledge you have, the more knowledge it requires. But in 1 year, you could learn a lot about your body that you could then go by yourself. I would say that. But how long the average PT client would stay? I don't have an answer for that. I have clients with me for 5 years. I have people with me that last one session.
Yeah.
You know,